So Mike, I'm sure you're getting a lot of attention, a lot of response after that game. What's this been like for you?
It's been a lot of work put into it, so nothing really comes as a shock, but just really glad I was able to execute and looking forward to Western Kentucky.
I mean, how did it feel just to get out there and be that kind of impact for your team?
It felt great, just knowing that they were able to trust me in crunch time situations, and I just wanted to execute for them and show everyone that I could do it. Age doesn't really matter.
It's a long time coming. I mean, you've been committed there for so long. Just to stick with Illinois that entire time, why'd you decide?
I just felt most comfortable here. Ended up being with the coaching staff. A lot of schools came on me late, but they couldn't beat the relationships I had here. And Coach Smith is really why I came here.
Yeah, I mean, you committed to Coach Cube at first. What sold you immediately on this coaching staff?
When I met Coach Smith in person, I was blown away. Just the humbleness he has. He's been where I want to be. I want to follow that path. So, I don't think there's a better staff for me.
No, it was there all along, but you did have a lot of schools come after you. I mean, how enticing was that?
Yeah, it was distracting, definitely. But I wanted to focus on my high school season. And then after the season, I took a little time to focus on maybe a couple different things. But at the end of the day, I knew this is where I wanted to be.
How long after Coach Smith was hired did you and your family come up for a visit?
I remember he was hired. The next day, he reached out to me on Twitter. And then that summer, I was able to come up here and visit.
And who were some of those schools that reached out to you at the end?
Miami, University of Miami, UCLA, Indiana, a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever entertain the idea of doing that at all, or no? We locked in here pretty much.
In my mind, I was always locked in here, but they were pressing on me pretty tough, and it's distracting for sure. But in my mind, I knew where I wanted to be.
A lot of freshmen are told they're going to play, or they'll have a great opportunity to play, and then not all of them get to. So, what was the faith that they showed in you? Was that part of what was rewarding Saturday? That they truly were believing in you.
Absolutely, yeah. Ever since the whole recruiting process, they told me I had a chance to come here and make an impact early. That's really one thing that stood out to me during the process, and nothing's changed since I've been here. I was able to get on the field pretty early, and I want to keep it that way.
Was your family here Saturday?
Yes, they were.
What was it like for you, somebody who's had surgery by Dr. James Andrews, to see Mikey have that performance?
It was awesome. I mean, it wasn't a shock to me at all. I've seen him throughout the whole training camp, and I told him since day one when he got the surgery, there's no better place to go. And I know he's feeling better than ever. At least that's what he's told me, and I believe it.
What's the biggest factor in gaining confidence after you have a surgery like that?
What he did on Saturday. So no more. He doesn't need any more confidence. He's ready to go.
What was it like just having it come full circle for both you and Mikey, knowing where you go with the ACL and then obviously having like 2 or 3 huge plays in Saturday's game?
It was just great to see, feel like me and Mikey talked about this a long time ago, and everything happens for a reason, and God has a plan for everybody, and this was just a part of the plan, and it makes it even better when you come back.
How important was it to you just to start out that way, maybe, obviously make a strong impression and maybe set the bar for expectations for yourself?
Yeah, it was important. I just feel like when I get on the field, I'm going to give everything I got every single play, so it doesn't matter whether it's the first game or the last game. I want to be the same person every game.
How'd you feel right before the kickoff, the first kickoff? You touched the ball right away. How'd you feel? Were you nervous? Were you? Hey, tell me what the feelings were.
Yeah, I always told myself I don't want to let nerves hinder my performance. So, a little bit when I look up in the sky and see all these people there I've never really seen before in my high school days, it's different. But when I'm on the field and I'm just looking down and nothing changes, it's a 120-yard field and 11 people on both sides.
Looking ahead to Saturday, how are you starting to prepare now after you had that first game under your belt?
Right, yeah, we're going to watch film today as a unit, running backs and offense. We'll watch it together and learn from our mistakes because we did have a bunch, and we got to get better. But we're looking forward to getting 2-0.
Are you looking at things a little bit differently now after you had that little experience?
A little bit, I feel a little bit more comfortable, but I got to put in the same preparation I did last week and just turn it over to this week.
A lot of people say a strength of yours is your vision. how do you get that other than actual good eyesight? I mean,
I think it's just natural. I don't think you could teach or coach vision at all. I don't know. I feel like I'm blessed to have it, and it helps me a lot.
How much does playing at a school like St. Thomas Aquinas prepare you for what you did Saturday?
Definitely. I faced a great amount of talent in my practices. I feel like my practices were harder than my games. But yeah, they helped me get me right. You know, I had a bunch of players go to big schools, so the competition was great.
You had some